What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and let's get you caught up on the latest on stimulus checks. Now, as you guys know, I'm keeping you up to date on all levels of checks. Federal level 4 stimulus checks of $2,000 that people have been waiting for. We're seeing what Congress is going to be deciding, and also state, city, and county checks. And I gotta let you know, it's frustrating what I'm seeing. I'm gonna make sure that you guys know about everything, but take a look at the headlines coming out like this. Connecticut. Now, if you're in the state of Connecticut, let me know, did you even know that there was a program available right now for stimulus provisions? Connecticut created a $34 million pandemic relief fund for essential workers, and it remains largely unspent. And that is because they're going to say people don't know about it, and the process to get it is very complicated. And I find that that is exactly what I'm seeing across the board with all these programs, and it's very disheartening. It's very sad because there's so many people that are hurting right now, and I'm trying to make sure that people know about what's available. And it's like, why are not these local entities doing it themselves? Why do we have to go through a process of having a YouTuber assemble all of this information to make sure that people know about programs that the government should already be raising awareness for? And I see the comments all the time. People are saying false information, there's no checks, clickbait, liar, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever, that's fine. But the really disheartening part about it is the fact that there actually is this money here that people do not know about, and they're not getting it. I mean, just really quickly, take a look at this article, guys. And again, I link all of my sources so you can see them for yourself and see that this just came out today. Connecticut's program to replace lost wages to cover medical expenses for frontline workers who caught the pandemic has stalled due to low profile, which means nobody knows it exists, and a complicated application process. So even if you do know it exists, it's too complicated to fill out the information to get this benefit. More than 6 months after the Essential Workers Pandemic Assistance Program launched. Only 1 month after, they've already expanded it even further. So after 6 months, they decided, let's expand eligibility so more people can get it. The state has awarded $361,000 of its $34 million budget, or about 1% after 6 months. And keep in mind, this money is only available for a limited amount of time. Then after that, it's going to go back to the federal government. So they're not raising awareness for it. They're making the application process very complicated. And then where does the money go? It goes back to the government. And then what happens to it? Well, we don't know. Are they awarding themselves bonus checks or something? But it just kind of disappears. Same thing with the federal money that was supposed to go out. There's over $800 billion just sitting there. That's enough to send out 2 $1,400 checks. The third $1,400 stimulus check to everybody in the nation costed $400 billion. They've got $800 billion just sitting there. Why are they not tapping into it? What happens to the money? People just stop talking about it, and then it suddenly disappears. It's just very disheartening. And take a look. According to the Comptroller Natalie Braswell's office, only 1 out of 17 people that have completed the preliminary registration process have received funding. So out of 17 people that have applied, only 1 has gotten the money out of all the people that have applied. That tells me that there's too much red tape. They need to simplify the process, and they say, we know that the need is out there. So to me, it just seems like it would be so much easier to just send out checks and not make this process so complicated. We already have the infrastructure for direct deposit to go out to people, and there's so many people that are hurting right now. I feel like this should not be the way it is. It's very unfortunate, very sad. But as I mentioned to you guys, I'm going to assemble this list to make sure that you know about everything available. State of California literally has tons of checks. We've got the Golden State Stimulus, the second Golden State Stimulus. They have a $1,050 rebate going out. They want to do a $400 gas tax to go out. There's also all of these UBI programs. Alameda, California is sending out a $1,000 check. There's tons of them. Also, Georgia has several of them as well. As a matter of fact, I see comments all the time from people saying, my state's not doing anything. And I have a list here that has several programs in those states. I'm going to try to get that out this month so you guys don't miss out on anything, because it's the majority of it is people don't know because these local governments, they're not raising awareness, and then who knows what happens to the money. So you guys, I'm going to make sure that you know about everything. So in today's video, we're going to be covering an article that just came out yesterday, letting you know about stimulus checks that are available right now, and keep an eye out for that massive list that we're going to be releasing this month so you don't miss out. And I'm also going to be, I got people messaging me on Instagram, here on YouTube, on Facebook, all over the place. I'm just going to create a website where you can go, put in your email, And when this goes live, you're going to be able to find out about it. So keep an eye out for that. But you guys, let's dive right in. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date on everything. And if you appreciate the updates, do me a quick favor. Smash the like button for me. Just takes a second. Helps out the channel with the YouTube algorithm a ton. Get the word out so people know. Please share this out so other people can see what is available to them. They don't miss out. They don't think it's fake or a scam or clickbait. And if you want to stay up to date, it's free. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. I've also got a second channel, Steve Ram Finance, where you can learn about growing wealth, personal finance, real estate, stocks, crypto, everything that's going on right now. Hopefully that channel is a blessing to you. If you're interested, I'll pin a comment down below, click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications. And with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive into the latest that's going on right now with stimulus checks. All right, so link in the description below to this article. I cite all my sources for you, put them on the screen and read right from it so you know it's the latest. And this is going to be for states that are releasing checks right now. And I will keep you up to date on federal. There's also city and county. I'm assembling all of them into a list. Many of the ones we're going to be covering are going to be included with much more detail in that list when it is released. Now, the first one is California. Take a look. California details are still being hammered out, but it seems as if California residents who have registered cars will receive a $400 per car owned, up to 2 before the end of the year. State legislators are still in a stalemate regarding the details of the plan, but it appears that at least some of the state's budget surplus will end up at the hands of residents before the year's end. Now, this is for registered vehicle owners for the gas issues, but there's also been Golden State Stimulus 1, Golden State Stimulus 2. We've heard a tax rebate is going to be coming out where you could get up to $1,050. Also, we've heard of checks going out in Sacramento, California. We've heard of some in Alameda, California, and counties and cities across the state. There's a ton of them in California. This is just one that's going out statewide, and I will keep you up to date on all of these. Also, Colorado Governor Jared Polis signed a bill in late May to send out payments of at least $400 to taxpayers this year. Payments are expected to arrive in September, so this has been approved in September. That's when you can expect to see that check in Colorado. Next up is Delaware. Delaware was one of the first states working toward offering relief to state residents with one-time relief rebate payments, and $300 was sent out to taxpayers who have filed their 2020 state tax returns by the end of May. And a lot of these are determined by your taxes. Now is the time to make sure that you file your taxes, even if you don't have to or you normally don't. Make sure that the federal government and the state knows that you exist and your current situation, because if they don't, you're going to miss out on these benefits. Make sure that they know and that you have filed. Georgia. Now, there are several that I've seen in Georgia right now, and here's one of them. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signed legislation to distribute rebate payments of $250 for single filers, $375 for heads of household, and $500 for joint filers. Now, in addition to that, there are waves going out to mothers in Georgia, and they've said that for black mothers, single mothers, you can get up to $850 per month with some of the programs going out. That is also going to be included in the comprehensive list I'm going to be releasing this month. Hawaii legislators have approved Governor David Eagle's proposal to send $300 rebates to state residents earning less than $100,000 per year, and a $100 rebate to those who are earning more. So everybody's going to get a check in Hawaii. Payments might begin processing in late August, so you'll expect to see those in about a month or so. Idaho is another state that made an early move in 2022, distributing $75 rebate payments to full-time Idaho residents in March. Technically, the payments were equal to the greater of $75 or 12% of the residents' 2020 Idaho state taxes. So that was going out in Idaho. Indiana residents started receiving $125 tax rebate payments in May if they filed their 2021 taxes. So in Indiana, if you haven't seen that yet, it should be on the way here very soon. I think I just covered that one last night when I was putting together that list. And I think it said that paper checks will be going out over the course of the next 6 weeks. Next up is Maine. Significant stimulus payments of $850 are already on their way to Maine residents with a federal adjusted gross income of less than $100,000, $150,000 for heads of household, and $200,000 for joint filers. Payments began on June 1st. So in Maine, that has started going out. Minnesota. Some frontline workers in Minnesota can expect a one-time payment of $750 in the year 2022, although the details of the distribution have not yet been released. So More to come for Minnesota. I will keep you up to date. New Jersey. In 2021, New Jersey sent qualifying taxpayers a middle-class tax rebate of up to $500. In his 2022 budget, Governor Phil Murphy earmarked an additional $500 payment to people who paid taxes using the federal ID number rather than a Social Security number. So even if you're not a U.S. citizen, you still can get this benefit. New Mexico. Multiple rebates have been approved in New Mexico, including $250 for taxpayers earning under $75,000 annually and a $500 rebate for all taxpayers. The $250 rebate will be issued in July, while the $500 rebates will be sent out in two payments. One will be in June and one will be in August. So New Mexico, we've seen several checks, stimulus checks, and there's more on the way. So there you have it, you guys. That is an update on some of the state stimulus checks that are going out right now in the month of July, the latest updates. And like I said, last night I was up pretty late. I think I did an additional 20 that we added to the list. We're going to keep them rolling, and I'll be sure to let you know, hoping to get that out here this month, so that way you guys know about the latest. And as these are expiring, there's new ones coming in, so we're going to continue to keep this updated so that way you know what's going on with stimulus checks. But as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. That is the latest. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to take a quick second. If you appreciate the updates, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments. Please share this out to raise awareness about the programs that many people don't realize exist and are missing out on, because it's just not getting out there. The word's not getting out there. Also, if you want to stay up to date on everything going on, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. It's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. Any specific questions for me, hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, releasing a new video here very shortly on some stuff happening with the real estate market. So if you're interested, I'll pin a comment down below, click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications. And with that being said, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Hope you have a blessed evening, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.